Welcome back to Luby Livin'. Today we've got the engine here, it's up on the hoist, and due to the tight working space, it's going to be kind of a shit show to put in. We're going to have to kind of throw it in sideways with the hoist like that, but that's okay. So if you made it through the last video, thank you, because that was pretty dry. Hope you enjoy this one better. The engine's sitting in here now. Our bolt holes aren't quite lined up. They're pretty close on this side here. This side they're way out. We don't have a transmission mount for it right now, so I'm not too worried about the bolt holes not lining up. Once we get the transmission mount in, I'm hoping that's going to level everything else out. But we can, until we get the transmission mount, we can hook up the headers, a few little electrical things, and we shouldn't start it today with it not being bolted down, but if we get to that point, we might. It might happen. Is it going to happen?
There's a pretty good chance.
So we'll see, hopefully. So we're back here now, the engine's in place, we got the manifolds on, spark plugs back in, starter's wired up, fuel pump's on there now. We're going to run that to a jerry can. What else do we got going on? Alternator's hooked up. So it should run, in theory. So we're going to try cranking it first. We'll have to get a battery in there going to our two cables. We're going to crank it, and then if it cranks over good, we've got our gauges here. So there's actually no coolant in it, so we won't see anything for the temp. Really what we're looking for is oil pressure. Obviously the fuel won't read anything. There's not even an arrow on there. Voltmeters, we don't really care. We're looking for oil pressure. If we see that, we're going to get a jerry can there and see if it'll start for us. Well, now we got the Super Civic in here giving this little battery a boost, and if we have everything wired right, which was a total guesstimate, it should crank now. And like I said, if we see good oil pressure, so if you want to watch oil pressure as I crank, we'll give her some fuel and see if we can get her to start. Not much going on in here, but good oil pressure? Really? What do we got for?
Hasn't moved at all.
We'll try it again. No oil pressure. Well, we better check, make sure all our fittings are hooked up right, but I think we're still going to start it. So here we are again, the Super Civic barely running on its own power, but we're using that to boost our battery, like I was just saying. Got the bucket there to catch any coolant that comes out. That's our fuel return into the beer can. And other than that, we're all set up. We are using a bit of mixed fuel because we didn't see oil pressure. I think that's just because we've got a long, where is that? There's a long copper line right here the whole way down. So I'm thinking we just didn't get oil through the whole line to our gauge yet, because before the engine was pulled, it ran great. So he's got some brake clean with him. He's going to spray that into the carb to get her going, hopefully. And then it should start sucking fuel on its own power. This camera is filthy. Okay, that's a bit better there. I'll try cranking her again. It's gonna be loud. Nothing's going there, so I'll let him just soak it to it for a second. Yeah. We're getting oil pressure now?
Yeah, maybe like 20 pounds.
Okay, so we are starting to get oil pressure. I can smell it. I think that's just brake clean. Is there any smoke coming out?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, we're gonna...
It's gonna come out here beside us.
Oh yeah, that's right. No exhaust on this bad boy yet. Okay, we'll give her another shot here. Okay, maybe we'll try dumping some fuel down the carb first. Yeah, we'll let the car run for a minute, and then we'll dump some fuel down the carb, and we'll brake clean to it. And we're gonna start cranking her here again. Hopefully we get some better results than last time. So we swapped out the brake clean for carb clean. I don't know if that'll make much of a difference or not, hopefully. We dumped a bit more fuel down the carb, and you know what they say, third time's the charm, so let's see if this girl will purr for us. We did some investigating, and we can see fuel spurting out of the jets now when we crank it, which we didn't see before. He feels a bit of resistance on the throttle there. So hopefully fourth time is the charm. That's what I said last time about third time, but we're gonna give her another shot. Turns out we maybe have had too many return cans because we had no power up to the distributor, so we had no spark, and that's why it wouldn't start. So can you repeat what you just said to me?
Which part? The part that it might be exciting that blows up?
In theory, it all should work.
It should work.
So we're gonna give her another shot here. We should have spark now. We know we got fuel. Still not a fucking thing.
We never fixed the leak.
No, we didn't. But still, it's not
I wonder if
even...
that's where all the fuel is pissing out there, though.
I doubt it.
A
I'll
lot of
take
fuel is coming out there.
path of least resistance though, so it should be let's give her one more shot. I wonder if we still have spark.
It's got all the fuel it's ever needed in the world.
Let's try arcing over one of the plug wires, see if it'll
What do you mean?
pull a plug and just put it to ground, and we'll crank it and we'll see if we're getting spark.
Like, just put it in a piece of metal?
We gotta pull the whole plug out, not just the wire, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Back here with the Camaro, and so I feel stupid for this, but I was sitting on this for a while with no spark issue and couldn't figure out what was going on. I knew I had good power, but I didn't actually check the other wires going to my ignition coil. So this yellow wire here that is supposed to go to your tach, it's supposed to be a signal out. What I googled the wires going to it. I saw wires that matched the color and they plugged in. I just assumed they were right, shouldn't have done that. I actually had a power going in to what is supposed to be a signal out. So I had power into the red, power into the yellow. So I'm 90% sure I blew this up. So bought the cheapest one I could off Amazon to test my theory. I know you can test them with voltmeters, and maybe I should have bought a new voltmeter because mine's junk. I tried testing it and I was getting readings that made no sense at all. So we're just going to slap this bad boy in and hope that firing the parts cannon at it works. New ignition coil's in there. Dumped some juice down the carb. We got her feed hooked up. If I'm lucky. Not even if I'm lucky. If my guesstimation was correct, this bad girl. Oh, buddy. Let's go. that this thing's running. It might be the last update on it for a little while. All the next steps include buying parts, and parts are expensive right now. So, might take a step away from this. I do have to weld in the floor. Few small things I can do. I'll film them and post them. Oh, there goes the lawnmower. But I've got a replacement panel. Sorry, my camera is terrible. For that hole there, I've already welded in a big floor panel there. Then I'll have to get a new side panel for a new panel for that side. So you might not see the car for a little while again. I do have some woodworking stuff to finish up. These are going to be bar stools, but when I varnished them, I flipped them too early, and then they were still kind of sticky, so I gotta reapply varnish, making bar stools out of them. If you want to see a video on that, let me know in the comments, and if you don't let me know, I'll still probably do it anyways. This guy here is going to be turned into a table. Just trying to clear up some room in this garage here so that I can continue on the things that are a bit bigger and more important to me. So thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe so that you can get all the updates on the car, bar stools if you want to see that, and anything else that I might get up to.